free opportunity of buying here today. And of course, this market does not reward second place, so make sure you are in it to win it and bid absolutely to the best of your ability. I've got no doubt buyer has come along to the auction here today, and I'd like to say congratulations to that person in advance on their magnificent purchase, and a magnificent purchase at that for them, of course, for the many, many years to come. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank our sellers very much for giving myself the pleasure of an honour of auctioning off what is arguably their most prized possession. Folks, the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. Quote as the auctioneer, I'm going to be indicating bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and will provide fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I'm going to be using during the auction to indicate I am making a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, ladies and gentlemen, can place those vendor bids. Now, buyers, our settlement terms are preferred. The quicker the better. They would like a 30-day settlement if that is possible on your end, unless, of course, there's been any other prior arranged terms, which, of course, if they were agreeing to other specifics, we're certainly more than comfortable to bid on that basis. We're going to be asking as well for a standard 10% deposit payable today, and of course that 10% will be of the purchase price, and that can be payable by bank cheque or bank transfer, which is the preferred method of payment to the trust account of White Frankston at the conclusion of the auction. Folks, the property, of course, that we are situated here on today, 546 square metres of prime Frankston soil, 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, of course, with plenty of car spacing opportunities, and a wonderful free-flowing floor plan with the opportunities for our buyers to renovate or potentially redevelop with an open planning and an abundance of natural light spanning throughout the property, and spacious backyard area as well. Location-wise, literally a hop, skip and jump away from everything that we could ask for here. All that creature comforts within, of course, a touching distance, whether it be local shops, boutique shops around the corner, cafes, restaurants with Frankston CBD up the road, the foreshore, of course, just around the corner. Our family buyers can, of course, enjoy plenty of schools to choose from, public, private, secondary, primary, a multitude of parks and reserves, medical facilities and public transport literally at your disposal, with major freeway access points, making it a breezy drive to and from the CBD and making Frankston right now one of the most desirable and in-demand suburbs in Metro Melbourne. Buyers, without further ado, I don't mind where we start the auction. If you see value in the property, you can certainly let me know. Don't mind where we start. Can literally be an opening bidder offer at any level at all. Who'd like to get the auction underway? Buyers, in your hands. Folks, I don't mind where we start the auction. Once again, happy to kick it off at any opening figure at all. I won't muck around too much. If you see value in the property, you've just got to let me know. A signal on your end so I know that you've got genuine bidding interest here. It can be a simple raise of the hand, not an hand, I don't mind. Here's your opportunity to jump into the auction now. Got to be quick. I'm going to call it 3 times. Then I'll get the auction moving in my end and place an opening vendor bid, and then you'll be bidding against the auctioneer, which means you'll have limited clarity to knowing where our owners have set their incredibly realistic reserve price here today. Once, twice, heard. Final opportunity, outdone, finished, and absolutely silent here. Folks, the auction moving on mine. I'm going to kick it off at 500,000 now. We'll seek a $20,000 rise on top now. Got to be 520 as an absolute minimum now. My bid's been placed at 500,000 now, so the opportunity here is for you to jump in while the welcome mat is still hot. I welcome you in with open auction hospitable arms now. Let's jump into the auction. 20 grand on top. It's got to be 520 as an absolute minimum now. Otherwise, I'll vendor bid straight there. Opening bid 500,000 now. I'm in gold. You're all in silver. Let's jump in here. 20 grand on top. You'll get first and exclusive rights to be able to negotiate should the property be passed in at that price. Right now, it's at 500,000 now. Just reaffirming buyers. 20 grand to jump back at 520,000. Got to be quick now. Need to know. Once at 500,000. Twice at 500,000. Third final opportunity at 500,000. Are we out, done, finished, and absolutely silent here? Thank you very hard for me today. You've only buying at this level, surely I would have thought. Buyers, 500 grand is the offer. I'll keep the auction moving swiftly now. I'll place a 20,000 on top at 520. Vendor bid again being placed now. Once again, biddings with me. And just to confirm what happens from this point forward, folks, just so there's transparency and clarity about the auction process, if the property is passed in on a vendor bid, which it currently is right now, that just simply means that myself and the agents can negotiate with every single prospective buyer. Nobody, of course, has that exclusivity to negotiate one-on-one with the owner. And if you do have that exclusivity, it puts you in an amazing position to secure the property because effectively you have defeated your competition. And right now, you're not in that position. At $520,000, respectfully, it is in your best interest to place a bid on top of a vendor bid so you can try and gain those rights. 520 is the offer. I'll place one more and one more only vendor bid. It'll be 20 on top again. I'm just going to let you in there once at 520. Otherwise, you go 540. I don't vendor bid against you. Otherwise, I go 540. You're going to have to bid higher than that price. Twice at 520,000. Out, done, finished, silent. Third, final call at 520. Folks, I'm going to keep the auction moving. 540,000. I'll refrain from any further vendor bids. At this point in time, it's my bid still at 540,000. I will take at least one pause just to consult with our owners. At this point of time, buyers, I am happy to accept a $10,000 increment if you'd like to jump in. 550 though has to be the bare minimum that you can expect to jump into the auction lead. Yeah, 540 is the offer. We will seek 550 to jump back as an absolute minimum. At 540,000, once, twice, third, final opportunity at 540. Out, done, finished, and silent here. Folks, just give us a couple of minutes. Just going to have a quick chat with our owners. Thank you. Folks, thank you very much for your patience while we consulted there with our sellers inside. Very clear instructions. I'm not going to muck around too much, of course. You all wanting to know what's going to happen for the remainder of the auction. It's pretty simple. At this point of time, 540 is the final vendor bid that I've placed, and I'll just reaffirm that. We're not going to be placing any more vendor bids. We will simply wrap up proceedings now at 540,000, but as I must do by law, I will call it 3 more times to just see if it's going to spark any unexpected bidding, of course, from our bidders that have come along to the auction here today, which I know there are a handful of you. And of course, I will say good luck if you want to bid. Now is the time. It'll be your final opportunity. Otherwise, if we pass it in, we simply just speak to every single buyer here and move forward to a private sale, which is probably not going to be as good for a buyer, given you'll have a limited transparency and clarity about what the vendor's expectations are. We do want to try and unlock the opportunity by selling under the hammer today, so you know exactly where their realistic reserve has been set. But I do respect you've been able to bid here today, so I won't waste too much more of your time. I'll call it 3 times. We'll wrap it up here. 10 grand to jump in as an absolute minimum. Last chance. Once, twice, third, final opportunity at 5:40, outdone, finished, and absolutely silent here. Folks, I've done up with the whole team at White Frankston. Thank you for coming along to our auction here this afternoon. We're going to formally and finally pass the property in. But I think 540,000. We'll stick around for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Happy to speak to each and every single one of you about your interest. I do wish you good luck, and of course, if this isn't the property that you desire, I wish you all the very best of luck with your real estate journey as well. Enjoy the weekend and hot weather. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.